This week on Show Me Your News, Simon Belmont, King K. Rool, and more revealed in the Smash Brothers Direct. Our most likely remaining character and Echo Fighter picks in the Mail Time segment. And the Bomber item rounds out the 9th week of Smash blog updates. Masahiro Sakurai, I implore you to... Show me your news! Greetings, Smash fans, and welcome back to Show Me Your News Ultimate, your weekly weekend podcasting source recapping the biggest news in anticipation of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. My name is Peter Spezia, but you may remember me as Youko. Joining me this week, it's Miles Allen, but you may know him as Super.
I am not a Smash Bro, though.
And it is Tony Mattingly, but you may know him as TonyTH.
Why did wrestling come up so much last week? I don't think I've brought it up since we've rebooted the show.
You have not brought it up on air, but you bring it up every time before and after.
That's fair.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in so much. It's a big episode of Show Me Your News Ultimate this week with the August Super Smash Bros. Direct on 8/8/18. So we have plenty of people tuning in live to our Discord server right now. That's at showmeyournews.com/Discord. That's where you can chat with us, you can chat with guests, you can chat with fans such as yourself, and also listen to episodes live. Before we get started here, Tony, you wanted to point out this quick headline before we go diving into that direct. It's about the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate limited edition bundle that's right now being sold in Europe.
Yeah, it's just comes with the controller and the USB little dongle thing for your Switch, which if you still have the one from Wii U, it still works. But I just wanted to point out it's beautiful.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's fucking coming over here. My favorite thing I saw in the top Reddit comment of it was rip to all the GameStop employees as we cancel our game adapter and GameCube controller and put it on one thing.
Yeah, because GameStop's currently selling their own sort of separate in pieces bundle for $109 with the game, with the GameCube controller, with that USB adapter. This is 90 euros in Europe. When this was kind of sold all in a bundle for the Wii U version of the game in 2014, it was $99. So I don't know what's made it jump up a little bit, but
it's not an egregious amount anyway.
No. And honestly, I hope that we see an American version, and especially one that looks like a cool box like this one is. Because I gotta say, this box looks awesome.
It's sexy.
One. And I remember the box that came for the Wii U Smash, and that was shit.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible.
It was just
I liked it, but yeah.
It was just the regular box, but bigger.
Yeah, this looks like a game board.
I kind of hope we get more things like art books and maybe a soundtrack thrown in there. A little more than just pieces that some of us already have.
A little more Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people want the fucking banner, the mural one to hang up. It'll suck if they ever do DLC and then it's just like you're looking at it like fucking Banjo's not on it.
Yeah, you're already seeing people saying like, "Oh, I already got this framed," and like they're gonna keep changing it. God damn it!
I know.
You gotta buy DLC for your banners.
There you go. So that's good to point out. Keep an eye on when that comes out over here in retail stores. But of course, we're here to talk about the Super Smash Bros. Direct. August 8th. It was a Wednesday. It was 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Before we dive into every single sort of possible talking point that we can pull from this, because man, we've done our due diligence and really laid this all out, and it's a beefy outline to look at, to be sure. This is kind of why we wanted to wait until the weekend to talk about it. It would have been nice to get the immediate reaction, but I think we'll have a better listen and a better overall service to you, the listener, just for how much we've been kind of plotting through this. But we kind of have to start at the night before. The pre-hype, if you will.
Yeah.
Masahiro Sakurai, gently tweets out on his Sora_Sakurai Twitter account saying, to kind of promote certain upcoming Smash Brothers things. And so he's promoting this direct, and he says paraphrasing here from his Japanese, I apologize for my red eyes, or if my eyes look to be red. And we're just like, yeah, he's working so hard. He's not sleeping.
And then there's me over here who going, man, he high as fuck.
Yeah. But then when you have some intern, some employee over on the US blog, I don't know why it's the misspellings, the errors, whatever on the US blog. The Galaga medley on the YouTube channel got its title changed to Bloody Tears / Monster Dance.
Beautiful.
And then eventually it was changed back. But man, that's telling of Simon Belmont, of Castlevania, all of these things that, you know, we have certainly been anticipating. Kind of takes the wind out of the sail a little bit for part of the surprise.
I didn't know about this.
Oh,
I didn't
no?
know about this. I was actually hanging out in Gerard's stream that night. I was still sick. He's pretty talkative with the chat, and I was like, "Who do you think's gonna get announced tomorrow?" And Sama was like, "Hey, we're not gonna talk about that because something leaked," and I didn't even know about it until I saw the outline last night that was the deal.
Yeah. It was a pretty big thing the night before. And then, you know, the last character to be revealed also has a deal with a red eye. So Sakurai, you know what? You know, kudos.
He's a beautiful man.
What a tease.
To be fair, his eyes are very red in that direct.
A little bit, yeah. But you can't help but put the 2 and 2 together. So certainly very interesting. Jumping right into it, though, with that trailer for Castlevania, for Simon Belmont in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Richter as an Echo Fighter.
Or is it the other way around?
It could be.
That was cute. I like that he talked about that. It's hard to tell who's echoing to who.
Yeah.
Oh, you're adorable.
Yeah. But let's start with the trailer, though. I mean, guys, Luigi's dead.
He did, though.
That was such a beautiful, like barring Luigi's death, having Luigi in that realistic scary castle setting with his vacuum was just a beautiful idea.
Yeah.
Him clicking his flashlight to stun and it not working is just a brilliant moment.
Yeah, you could have thought who could have Simon have been paired up with? I mean, like a Bayonetta, like a witch sort of thing, and then Luigi's Mansion pops up. Nope, this is right. This is the right pairing.
My favorite part of him dying or whatever is his ghost is fucking still terrified as it's leaving his body.
Yeah.
Just so fucking distressed.
Of course, Nintendo UK on Twitter said, "Don't worry, Luigi's okay." And then you saw different articles on the BBC, again, it's another goddamn intern. Wherever they get to, what's the trending topic? Let's write an article about the trending topics. Some guy on the BBC, and I'm sure other websites, wrote an article talking about how Nintendo's Luigi is dead. And it's they have no context for this, but they have to try to craft an article. Look it up. It's just amazing. But I
didn't know about that. That's funny.
But this trailer, it makes you want a more 3D, a little more realistic looking Luigi's Mansion. Certainly interesting that Simon waits after Luigi has met death to fire the whip.
I like how Simon's wait. I want to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
This little plumber man does.
He's got a vacuum. Maybe that could be powerful. I guess it wasn't.
No.
I do have to make mention that is a brand new model of the Poltergust that we have not seen before.
Ooh.
So that could be maybe something hinting at a Luigi's Mansion 3 down the line. I don't know. But that is not a model we've seen before.
Or an Echo Fighter for Luigi. No, I'm just going to stop.
Vacuum Luigi.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, it may seem the same, but he's actually quite different.
Pink Gold Peach is a fucking thing, so why not?
Right.
Wait until she gets 2 echoes.
No, jeez, yeah. But man, seeing Simon in action, it's great. All of his classic moves there between the axe and the whip and the holy water, and
And the cross.
A cross,
I mean,
like it's...
we can be like super cool about that, but let's be 100% honest here. All we cared about was the music, man.
Yeah.
It kicked in, and you were in it. You were just in it to win it.
Vampire Killer, like it could have been no other.
I was so into that moment. Like I lost it.
And also the music, when they're showing Dracula and they start with the violin and then it kicks in with the rhythm guitar. It's like that track too. Like, yes.
I mean, Sakurai's team is totally into all of that. So
that was such a funny moment. Sakurai's recapping all the Castlevania footage we just saw. Composers are super about Castlevania music. That's so great.
Yeah. And you see the list of all the tracks. 34 tracks? 34. Like, just amazing.
We know every track too.
Yeah.
And, like what every song is like. Are they all going to be new? What's going to be ported? I don't care, because honestly, it's amazing, and the fact that we're getting so many new ones, because he said all of the composers. So I'm really hoping June's tonight.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, right?
That's all I care about is like what's June doing like every time.
I mean, but really, he's perfect for this. He's great. Series.
And you can go with the whole Jim Sterling thing of fuck Konami all you want, but kudos to them for being so flexible.
I keep thinking about that, how like they're rehabbing their image with all this stuff, all the Smash stuff specifically.
I mean, getting Snake back in was one thing, but then to go above and beyond for Castlevania, not like they're doing anything with it right now, but to be so willing with the IP.
Wasn't there a moment where he found like made a little wall chicken and Link was there like, ooh.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was really good too. Dracula's castle looks like a great stage. They have all those different monsters.
It's the darkest stage in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
In which way?
Like, what the fuck does that mean?
I mean, Luigi's Mansion is pretty dark, but it's got that giant moon, though, so...
Yeah, true. It does brighten things up. The one question that a lot of people had was the question mark for the one particular monster in the stained glass. Pretty clearly looks like one Kid Dracula.
I mean, there's pretty clearly, and then they literally lifted the art from the box art and pasted it there as a perfect silhouette. Like, there's no difference.
Yeah.
I didn't
know. It's down to his hair. It's the same.
I didn't know it. I don't know Castlevania. I just saw a big face and I'm like, Andros?
It's a deep cut though, and it's him. Also, I'm really pleased with how Symphony of the Night is represented here. Not only with all the music selections and all that, and Richter's at the beginning there, but he's mostly from Rondo of Blood. But Alucard as an assist trophy, that's also a really cool inclusion.
I've seen a lot of people say this, and I agree, but I understand just the situation. When you just see him move, it's like, fuck, I wish he was a fighter.
We got Simon and Richter, and I know they're acting the echoes and stuff like that, and Alucard would be just a touch too much. And honestly, it's Simon, man.
Yeah, like that's the real star of the show. Like he's here. That's a big deal.
Although I wish I could play as Richter with Simon's voice.
Yeah.
Something about Richter's voice just seems extra campy. But I mean, that's what they were going for, so I can't fault them too much. But I do like how the stage on the casual level is just full of monsters.
Yeah. And especially if you're going to leave the hazards on, I mean, have fun with that. I do wonder if it will only be on blue moons that Dracula shows up. If they say once in a blue moon.
Or will he be his own boss stage? Or will he actually show up, say, a la Saturday nights at 8 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
I think there might be a story mode, and I think that might be the deal too. Mm-hmm, like, I don't know. There's a lot to unpack with like that hidden mode.
Yep,
but
absolutely.
He was very non-specific about it.
Yeah. But the one thing I really do like about Dracula is the fact that a lot of people were like, oh, only the Belmonts can attack him because like everyone else was swinging and missing at Dracula. And I'm like, no, it's just the NES. You had to jump and hit him. You have to hit Dracula's head.
Yep.
And they kept that. So it's a lot like the Yellow Devil, where you can only hit its eye. Yeah. In this case, you can only hit Dracula's head. When he transforms into the big, giant, fuck-off Dracula bat, then you can hit him all over. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, at least for when he's a boss there. Let's also make mention, while we're on this Castlevania talking point, that whether it's Das Vergeben or other leakers that tried to kind of take from his work, everyone was kind of expecting Simon at some point, right?
Yes.
How about that feeling as it washed over you when Richter came in, and it's like, oh yeah, Echo Fighter. you thought you had Simon. How about this?
It was surprising. I don't think anyone. I saw one tweet, but I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't have fucking called that.
Yeah.
No, I sure as hell didn't. Actually, can I mention the other character or not?
Yeah, let's bring it up a little bit. Sure.
Secret,
yeah, I mean, you know what we're talking about.
Right. So I went a little bit wild with a GIF recently. If you have seen it, if you followed me on Twitter, if you're in any of our Discords, I was just posting this GIF of Rool dancing around Simon Belmont. And one of the things that many people didn't know is that GIF was actually posted the night before the Direct.
That's great.
It's a fantastic GIF, and if you haven't seen it, I'm going to be posting it again.
It just kind of goes to show that, you know, there are some people with knowledge of this game. So when we get to talking about Rumor Central, I mean, take some of these with a grain of salt. Like, they may have some partial truth to it. So overall, a really strong start to the Direct. I mean, we were kind of expecting Simon, and then Richter kind of hit us with that. God, that GIF is something else.
No, we gotta talk about the fucking chairs first.
Oh,
really?
Right.
No.
We gotta talk about this.
The chairs are stupid.
I know, but it's funny.
Okay.
It was completely on purpose. That's what's funny about it.
Sure.
Let's put Waluigi colored chairs.
Let's talk about the goddamn. No, it's not just Waluigi. It could be Tattle and Tail. It could be Skull Kid. It could be WarioWare Gold that's coming out. You know, it just came out.
Karate Joe.
Yeah.
My favorite was like they were doing the Cosmo and Wanda bit. It's like, you ain't slick back there, Waluigi and Wario.
Okay, that's funny. I'll give him that. But no, like that's. I have fun with, you know, in the clouds and all that. Like, that's a stretch too far. Like, it's office furniture. Like, what are you doing?
No, he's trolling. I 100% believe he did that on purpose.
If both chairs were purple, maybe.
I mean, it's the Wario Waluigi. It's Waluigi's colors in general. But I mean, it's Karate Joe's colors, though, from Rhythm of Heaven. I believe that's called Karate Joe.
What, and he was lying down in front of the TV, even though it's a Japanese anime trope?
Yes, but it's the exact same pose as the one we see later.
Well.
And same with the TV having the rabbit ears is the same one in BK's room with the rabbit ears. It's the same.
Rabbit ears?
Oh. Rabbits? Rabbit ears? Jesus.
No, Mario's getting an Echo Fighter from Super Mario Land 2. He's got the bunny cap.
I saw somebody say that they don't believe any of these leaks because Rabid Peach isn't one of the fucking fighters. But yeah, let's move on to the new Echo Fighters.
Please, let's move on to the Echo Fighters. Yeah, so you start off on Castle Siege. How quickly did you guys pick up on this one?
I'm just like, God damn it.
Yeah. Like, more fun.
If you're a Fire Emblem fan, I'm happy for you, and I'm not dissing you or anything. But for everyone else, it's like like my favorite thing was somebody saying like, "Oh, I'm not familiar with this Marth." That's how I fucking feel.
I particularly liked the Marth to Ike ratio. What do you call the Marth to Ike ratio? Are you a Marth? Are you a Lucina? Are you a Roy? Are you a Chrom? Or are you a goddamn Ike?
I'm still. Who is Chrom an echo of? I don't even fucking know.
Roy.
Chrom is an echo of Roy.
Okay.
However, he has Ike's up B,
which does make things interesting.
It does make things interesting because a lot of people are starting to say Dixie will be an Echo Fighter of Diddy, but have Donkey Kong's up B.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
if she gets more fucking horizontal movement, though.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus.
His up B's always sucked ass.
Vertical.
Yeah, vertical. Yeah, I kind of guessed Chrom, and then as soon as he lands, like, yep, there he is. Today is that day.
That's him.
You think back to that trailer with Robin, and it's like, oh, looks like today won't be my day. And then it's like, no, today is that day.
I mean, they already had the model in Wii U, and then they realized, we have this moveset from Roy. What if we just make him an echo of Roy, and boom, done.
Yeah.
I'm not mad, but I was immediately like, okay, who's the other one? Like, I did like the bit in the trailer where he's holding the present and he drops it, and Lucina's like, "Are you okay?"
Dad?
But let's talk about the one that we kind of knew about, because if you were looking at people's color theories, you found out about this a little early.
Hmm.
But if you weren't looking so deeply into Smash, this one was going to surprise you.
Yeah, I mean, the music, you have a pretty tough time picking out what it is. You have the black hole open up, and then out pops Dark Samus. That's a big pop-off moment. And then, God, the remix, can we just say...
It's great.
Amazing. Such a good remix when it kicks in with the violin. But
you got the Pacha image when it kicks in just right.
Yeah. Just right.
Yeah. I haven't thought about that in a long time. I think, and I've seen a lot of people mention this, is her fucking idol pose is so different and cool.
I know.
Oh, yes.
The floating, yeah.
The idol pose is cool, and the fact that she doesn't go into a morph ball when she dodge rolls is cool. And the fact that when she runs, she actually runs and continues to float through the sky. And I'm like, those are all very different things about animation that's going to change how that matchup is played. And that's because, oh goodness, that means so much differences between our Echo Fighters now.
Absolutely. And it's just cool to see more Metroid. We've had one Metroid rep. I know we've had two kind of, but we've had one Metroid character the entire series, and now it's just like, fuck yeah. Yeah.
There's more than just Samus.
Yes, Dark Samus.
Yeah.
Who is a different character, though.
And I had to try to explain to someone, it's like, she's like an alien that borrowed the suit, but it's not Samus, but...
It looked like her, but...
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if it's a she, like, who fucking knows?
Like, Phazon, also, a little bit, Sakurai, no puns? No puns in Dark Samus joins the battle. Oh, okay.
Same with Chrom. Chrom joins the battle. Dark Samus joins the battle.
Yeah.
I noticed that. That's sad.
That's true. It's a little disappointing there.
They're just Echo Fighters. They get nothing.
they do not get any recognition like that. No time for puns. But yeah, that was a really cool moment to have Dark Samus materialize there. We'll get to talking more about our character thoughts and Echo Fighter thoughts at the end of the show here. But it's definitely enough differences between those two.
One little interesting thing that people picked up on during this trailer is that when they were showcasing their differences and similarities, when Samus shot off a missile, her lights on her armor glowed blue like the original game. That's a Sakuraiism if I ever saw it.
Yeah, he's good with that shit.
I mean, God, you look at Richter and like how people were pulling all those different Richter poses and showing all those comparisons. Like, he goes deep, man, deep into that lore.
He's practically a JoJo.
So, with those two out of the way, let's talk about how they can be represented, Echo Fighters, on the character select screen. They can either be shown as separate fighters, which definitely expands out the number of tiles there, or you can stack them and switch who takes the predominant position with the press of a button. I think that is pretty neat. I would rather have all of the options, though.
No, I want that stupidly big character select screen.
Exactly. Give me as many characters as possible. I want to see them all.
No, I'm going to hide and only leave the ones that I like. Peach is gone, Daisy forever.
Yeah, right. I was thinking about that.
When he said that you could hide, you could switch between which one has the small picture, and then like just left it on Daisy, I'm like, yes, that is the correct option.
Another Sakuraiism there. And then he throws out the little tidbit that they plan to show every design for every fighter, at least every fighter represented before the launch of the game.
Which means we're gonna get more directs.
Yeah.
More directs. At least 2 more, I bet.
Whether it's more Smash-specific directs or tags onto the ends of normal Nintendo directs, some more are coming, and soon, within the next few months, which is exciting. And some people think, well, what if I want to have that sort of surprise when I get the game? Here's a news flash. We live in a world of leaks and social media, and Sakurai is infamous for all his work on Subspace Emissary, saying how he's disappointed that people leaking it on YouTube ruined the surprise for fans. So why not have him do it on his own terms with hype trailers like this, honestly?
Fuck yeah. Like, I think it's a good decision, like, all around. I think it's the way to go.
That's 100% the way to go, and I'm so ready for just more news.
Which we will show you.
There it is. Thank you.
Yes. We don't have many new characters to show. He shows fucking 4 in this fucking thing.
I think he meant a entirely new character.
I know, but still.
Echoes. I'm so ready for more Echoes, though. Like, it's so funny how different how everyone feels between Clone and Echo now.
Yeah.
I know. It's great.
For sure. Shockhog in our Discord chat at showmeyournews.com/Discord says, I imagine Sakurai just gave up with secrets after the ESRB leak. Yeah, like that thing was totally out of his hands, and must have been like a throw your hands up in the air kind of moment. Like, really? Like, I had so much planned for these characters. I mean, Duck Hunt? Like, seriously.
Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt.
Whoa. Do that take again, Xander.
It's a hard job.
So I think we're excited, certainly, to see more characters, more Echo fighters, bring it on. But there are stages to show, and many stages certainly returning. Gosh, he does the role of all these stages, some of which you may have seen before, many of them returning favorites. New Donk City Hall is the name of the New Donk City stage. It is indeed a moving stage up and down the hall.
It looks like all the musicians are on platforms, and if you touch them, they play their instrument part of the song.
Yeah.
Which is a very cute touch.
I do wonder, like, I hope that's something that's included in the actual stage and not just something like, oh, that was cutesy and done for the trailer, because it makes me wonder, like, are there possible different versions or stems or instrumentals of Jump Up Superstar that, like, depending on how many parts of the ensemble you collect, like, you get that version? Like, you get everything but the singer and the bass guitar, and then, like, it just sounds different. I wonder if that would be the case.
He shows shit like that because he's proud of it, and he should be.
Yes.
Like, that's why I like these Smash Directs too. Like, all this nerdy ass shit, like the fucking Echo screen and stuff. That's the shit we want to know about, and I fucking love these directs for that.
Truth.
Though I do wonder, when it's a different song than Jump Up Superstar, like, they're just not there? It just doesn't apply.
I mean, that's actually probably more true to it. I just want to, like, just grab the drummer and just be like drum solo the entire time.
I wonder if the trainers will be hanging out with him.
Yeah, possible too. Yeah, he's just right there like, I want to play something.
Jigglypuff singing.
Yeah, and then everyone falls asleep.
I didn't get to talk about that. Puff was last week. I wanted her final smash should be fucking making everyone go into sleep and drawing on their faces.
Yeah, it should have been. Instead of just giggly Puff instead.
That's dumb.
Of course, the big news. Fountain of Dreams is back.
I'm marked out for Super.
Just looking so gorgeous. And bigger. Jeez. It's bigger.
It is slightly bigger. Now, let's bring 8 ice climbers into it.
with the 8 reflections, which I didn't think about. I thought that was really funny.
That's going to be the big test. It's got to be the stress test for, like, can every stage handle 8 players? Because all of them can. All of the stages have the Final Destination Omega mode, they have their Battlefield mode, and they all support 8 players, which is interesting. They are all unlocked, of course. Hazards can be turned on and off. I mean, the all unlocked is a big deal. Do the home run contest and get over this, amount of feet. So
it's cool, but I like doing that shit too. I'm like conflicted on that. They're like, oh, we got all the stages open for you, but not you have 8 characters when you start. It's just kind of weird.
Well, I mean, the characters are supposed to, like, keep coming real quick. Like, Wii U, you needed, like, only 100 battles to get everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be real fast with the characters if you want them that way. So I'm okay with the way they're rocking it. And I am glad that it's all going to be unlocked from the start, because, I mean, it's better than Melee, where the last thing you can possibly unlock is, like, Final Destination.
Yeah.
So, that's not... I don't want that, though, either. But, no.
For the competitive scene, which they definitely are catering to a bit more now, because the more you cater to the competitive scene with, like, options like this, it actually caters to casuals a lot better, too.
Mm-hmm. That's a good
now,
point.
You can't go too far into going for the competitive, but here, giving us options, that's
benefits
not
everybody.
Yeah.
Benefits everybody.
Everyone is benefit.
So there are currently 103 stages.
Hold on. When he announced that little bar graph, he's like, "Oh, let's compare the stages." My girlfriend was watching this with me. She's watching me freak out, and I'm like, "Watch what he does here. It's gonna be stupid." Like he does that shit with the numbers every time, and the bar graph going off the fucking screen.
Yeah.
Her favorite fucking thing in the whole thing was like, if you take away 3 stages, you have 100 stages.
Yeah.
She fucking loved that. It was so funny.
That is such a Sakurai thing to do.
If you take away Battlefield, Big Battlefield, and Final Destination, like, okay, yeah, I kind of get it, but also, come on, man.
I get it, and I know what he's saying. Like, those are the very standard stages, but I'm like, that's so weird. You're a weird guy. I love you.
So I see on this outline that you say you have likely cut stages.
Yep.
And on 64, you do bring up Planet Zebes and Sector Z. However, I do see a glaring omission from this likely cut stages, and that would be Metacrystal.
Oh, I mean...
That's not really a stage, though.
It's such a stage, though. It is a stage. It's only one player only because that was just the way it was back then. I would love to see, like, I got FOD. I am moving now on to Metacrystal.
I mean, we don't see the Monster Hunter stage on this list, so...
I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that.
It's really weird how he worded 103 stages right now. That could mean, like, that's it, or that's all we've talked about so far. That's what's strange about that wording to me. It's up until now all over again.
Yeah, it's a very particular wording. We see the current stage select screen. It's also there now on the website. The way it's laid out right now, there look to be room for at least 6 more spaces, which, if you think about maybe more characters to be revealed, that could still happen.
Yeah, like there's got to be some we don't know about if there's newcomers we don't know.
Yeah,
in different series, of course. I mean, I guess like if Dixie ever did get announced, like, I mean, there's enough Donkey Kong representation. But
if Dixie gets announced, Rumble Falls comes back. No.
If Goku's there, like, he needs a stage, you know.
Yeah. I am surprised that they didn't announce like the Gangplank Galleon sort of a King K. Rool's ship as a stage. Like that would have made perfect sense. I don't know. But yeah, we do have to talk about these stages that are likely cut. You have to imagine that they're shown here because those that aren't won't be coming back. So it's certainly something to see. We were talking before the show. You point out Venom, and it's like, oh yeah. Yeah, we did see the background there on was it Falco? I think it's Falco. But it's just like, yeah, we haven't really seen that officially confirmed, but sure enough, there's Venom. The likely cut stages, though, as you mentioned, from Super Smash Bros. On Nintendo 64, Planet Zebes and Sector Z. Makes sense. It's kind of been replaced in a way by Brinstar and Corneria, respectively. Melee has Mute City, Mushroom Kingdom 1, Poke Floats, Icicle Mountain, and Flat Zone 1.
Mute City getting replaced with Poor City Arrow Dive. I get it.
And
I don't even understand why on most of these lists we have Flat Zone 1 and eventually Flat Zone 2, because we have Flat Zone X.
Exactly.
Those things put together, so whatever.
Keep it there. Yep.
I am, of course, crushed that Poke Floats is gone.
As are
everyone is. That's like the omission everyone's upset about.
I think I'm not going to, claim this, but I would hope that we're going to get a new Poke Floats.
That would be really cool.
There's a billion Pokemon now. Like, do it.
If they reveal a new Pokemon, yeah.
It's a glaring omission because, like, that is a very interesting stage. And really, it's just throwing a bunch of Pokemon trophies at us. And you can have a lot more fun with a lot more Pokemon. And they don't even have to be high poly. We just want to see Poke Floats again.
Yeah.
I know it's not at all very much connected, but going through Poke Floats always reminded me of the catching Mew for Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, kind of.
Reminds me of a fever dream.
You could say the same of both.
Icicle Mountain makes sense. I get rid of that verticality. Mushroom Kingdom 1, I can see there's a lot of Mushroom Kingdom stages for sure.
Mushroomy Kingdom.
Yeah, sure.
I'm happy the Mario Brothers 2 stage is back and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
There's that too, for sure. Super Smash Brothers Brawl, Rumble Falls, Flat Zone 2, PictoChat 1. Again, Flat Zone 2, it's merged into X. PictoChat 1, we already have another PictoChat stage. That's PictoChat 2. Rumble Falls, same reasoning as Icicle Mountain. It's the verticality. Get that shit gone. Easily the worst stage in Brawl.
I think the more reasoning is just fuck Rumble Falls.
It's just the worst.
It is awful.
From 3DS, Rainbow Road and Pac Maze.
I'm sad about these.
Mm-hmm.
Those two are definitely ones we needed back, and I cannot understand why they're gone.
Yeah, Rainbow Road's a tough omission. Not gonna lie with that one.
I get that there's Mario Kart stages already, but that one's beautiful. And the Pac-Man stage we got's bad.
We have Pac-Land, but not Pac-Maze? Come on.
No one even knows what that, like, whenever I play that with, like, just casual people, they're like, what the fuck even is this game? Like, they don't know. Everyone knows the maze.
You know, the one where he wanders around and has bad things happen to him? You remember that game? Jesus.
I do, but it's not the maze.
No. The maze is classic. That's a shame. And then Wii U, Jungle Hijinks, Pyrosphere, Woolly World, Orbital Gate Assault, and Miiverse. We were talking about Orbital Gate Assault, if that was gone or not.
Yeah.
Just a couple weeks ago. That looks like it's gone. Miiverse, totally makes sense. Miiverse is no longer functioning. Jungle Hijinks, especially with the stage morph.
Yeah.
That would have been tough.
You could have gave us, like, the closest plane, though.
I guess.
I like that stage. That stage was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Pyrosphere is just a really big, used to fight Ridley there, but now Ridley's a guy now.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to be Ridley fighting Ridley. That would have been fun.
That would have been
Ridley
interesting.
fighting Alfonso. That would have been
Something.
Alfonso with wings? What the fuck?
Leave it to me. Woolly World's weird, right?
Woolly World is another weird addition. It's like it's just taken out.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Maybe they're going to put in the next Yoshi game stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yoshi will have an Echo Fighter, and it's Yarn Yoshi from Yoshi's Flippin' World.
Flippin' World.
That they've eventually announced for 2019.
Nah, man, they're going to announce Geno, and then they're going to announce Boshi for Yoshi.
Yes, I like where you're thinking there.
I read that name last night as Bushi, and it made me laugh.
The mighty Bushi.
You know what's weird about these are all the stages that are gone, so everything else is fucking there. It's weird to think about, especially in the context of this show, when it originally covered Brawl pre-release, that I have some odd like nostalgia for some of these fucking Brawl stages that are coming back that we haven't seen in a long time.
God damn, yeah.
Frigate?
It's funny.
Like which ones in particular?
Oh, just Frigate, like the lava stage, just
yeah, we haven't seen Norfair in anything. Yeah, that's weird.
Shit like that. Like, it's just cool to see stuff again.
God, like,
Samus is under fire. Send an emergency directive.
Join the fight.
So funny.
New Pork City. Like, nobody fucking plays on New Pork City, but there it is.
We've got Battlefield form now, so
yeah, that's
oh
cool.
My god, that is neat. Wow, I didn't even think of that.
Battlefield form Summit is gonna be my good time.
Yeah.
I'm so happy Foreside's back.
Yeah.
I fucking love Forside.
I totally missed that. Oh man, Battlefield Foreside's gonna be tight.
That's gonna be really cool.
I'm looking at like a lot of these levels, and I'm like, I want Battlefield versions of that, and I have them.
Or just even like Hazards Off. Like, what's that gonna do? Like, that's
what is Hazards Off Big Blue?
I don't know. Like, I mean, your
Hazards Off on Forside is just the UFO isn't slippery anymore.
Maybe
the UFO doesn't show up.
Doesn't show up. Yeah, it doesn't show up.
Wait, if you turn off hazards, do you also turn off the crane? The crane on the left moves. Although it does seem like when you turn off hazards for Frigate Orpheon, you get the first stage instead of the second one, and that doesn't make any goddamn sense. It actually makes me mad.
JC from Nintendo Treehouse pointed out that, like, with these 103 stages and the FD and the Battlefield version, more than 300 stages, you're welcome. And it's like,
but if you take away Battlefield and Final Destination, wait, do we have are we getting a Battlefield version of Final Destination?
Ooh.
Oh, shut up. That's cool.
That's like breaking my mind a little bit here.
I want to see the platforms.
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
Yeah.
Is this the part where Sakurai was like, we must be crazy?
Yes, I think it is. Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
And at this point, Sakurai is like, so when I said I wanted every character, I also wanted almost all the stages too.
Yeah, I bet at one point he did. That would not surprise me.
So let's talk about that next feature. I want to talk about that stage morph.
That was that was pretty something when you see the battle happening and then whoosh, and then new platforms take their place.
Check that out.
When it shoots up, it looks a lot like the subspace platforms from Brawl.
Yeah.
You're fighting the individual characters when they're all weird glass thingies. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know what they call them. All I know is that I really like
Prism fighters?
Probably.
Something like that? Polygon? No.
Either way, I just really liked how they came up, and it looked very subspacey, and then it's flashed over, and I was just kind of like given like a rush of, man, this reminds me of Castle Siege, because that's basically what this mechanic is. This is the Castle Siege mechanic.
Yes, yeah, that's a good point.
And I was really hyped to see that, because that mechanic was used a lot in Brawl modifications. A lot of stages would use that Castle Siege mechanic to switch between different platforms, so I would often get to play like Bridge of Eldon and then Lilac Cruise, and it would flash to each one. And now that's an actual feature with a lot less glitches. Because you would glitch through the floor in regular Brawl.
Oh, for sure.
Things went crazy. I just like this a lot. And, I'm not going to roll this one out for competitive.
Yeah. I think so many of these are just on the table for discussion.
Yes.
I'm glad I don't have to figure that shit out.
I will be mad if they try to do the most bare bones rule set.
Oh, I know.
Because I will hate every last bit of that. And not run it, I don't believe. Because I'm a bit of a TO, so I think I might try to return to that. We'll see. But alongside the stage morph, we got to look at that menu and custom balance.
Yeah, that's a weird phrasing for a particular setting. Maybe something that you guys didn't notice because it literally flashed through. If you're listening, go back and look at that section, pause the video, check out that screenshot. That icon in 3DS Smash Run represents Rage.
Rage!
And I know a lot of people were kind of fuming a little bit to say that, you give us all of these options and you don't give us a toggle for Rage mode when you go over...
Do people not like Rage mode?
Yes, a lot of people don't.
Yep. No, Rage is trash.
Okay.
And for those that don't know, it's when you kind of get into high percents, above 100, and you have your character kind of start to exude black smoke.
It doesn't even start then. It starts a lot earlier than that. They have an entire graph and tells you what percents you have. It affects your base knockback, which is how far your move sends at 0%. That's the modifier for it. Think Ness's forward throw. Even at 100%, it sends you at the same trajectory no matter what. And then you think of those back throw, that's knockback growth. So at 0%, they go nowhere. At 100%, they're dead. So it mostly affects your base knockback, which is the huge problem if that is increased, because some moves have incredible base knockback, like Ness's forward throw or Mario's up B.
Squirtle's down throw is going to kill so much.
Yeah, those kind of things. And depending on the position, you could see some really dumb kills. Very recently at Evo, we saw some really dumb kills at a Duck Hunt was at 30%, and he died to Bayonetta I think back air or something like that, because she was at 150%. It was just ludicrously are you serious right now? That killed? And one of the best examples I've ever seen is that Sonic was comboing a Mario, and Sonic was at 0%, and he's comboing Mario, and he chases with Spring, and he just up Bs, and Sonic dies at 0%. It did less than 1% of damage, and it killed Sonic at 0.
Interesting. That's not something I paid attention to, so I didn't know if people had problems with that.
Yeah,
that makes sense, though.
A lot of people really dislike Rage because it just really breaks the mechanics. You can't trust any combo because it will be on a different percentage, and you just never know when someone's going to die, and everyone's like, oh, well, it changes the hype, and I'm like, no, because it actually pisses everybody off.
It's a good idea in theory, but yeah, I guess I didn't think of all that.
Yeah, it's like, in theory, yeah, it's great for, like, free-for-alls, but nothing else. Definitely nothing else. Yeah, but anyway, that's the part I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. And that seems to be a good thing when that is off. So we're presupposing there, but that seems to be the case. And Sakurai does like to use iconography to kind of tell what's going on. So that does kind of make sense there. Let's get to the My Music section of the Direct. Another time where Sakurai is trolling with those charts and numbers.
And I leaned over to my girlfriend like, he's going to do it again. It's going to be what?
Yeah. Slowing down, high 400s, and then...
I was totally tricked on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, well, a little bit less than 500. That's pretty good. Oh, no.
I mean, I remember Brawl had over 300, and I'm sure Wii U had more than that. So, when it stopped at 400, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the discs that came with the Wii U. It's like the specially selected tracks, and you got 2 discs, and you barely get 50 songs.
Nah.
So I'm like, oh, 500, that's pretty good. Oh, no.
More than 800 tracks. And with menus and fanfares, it's more than 900. If you played them all back to back, it's 28 hours of music.
Jesus.
That's so much.
That is a lot. Certain things of note here. Of course, when you organized My Music in the past, they were all based on the stage. Now it's by franchise. So... For example,
great idea.
It needed to have happened. So Wind Waker music can now play on Skyloft, if that is your choice, for example. Speaking of Legend of Zelda, and they showed a selection of the different Zelda tracks, but one of them, the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2017 trailer. Oh,
neat.
Piquing my interest. The one they showed at the Switch conference that not a lot of people liked, that had 1-2 Switch and all that, but that Zelda release date trailer, that music in it, so good. I'm really looking forward to hearing how they interpret that for Smash.
Right? And I mean, since on the website they already have the main theme E3 2018 trailer, I think that might stay in the game.
It might. It certainly might.
Here's the main theme, and here's the main theme from E3. Oh.
Yeah. And all the different remixes of the main theme that they use across the entire game. Yes. When they went through the menu, they had certain numbers that corresponded to how many songs each franchise had. Most people are interpreting this to be final, but I would still leave it open as could be subject to change.
I would not go through this entire list. I would just point out the funnier ones or the more interesting ones.
I think Splatoon having 23 is a big deal.
Yes. Yay. And I think Wii Fit having 10 is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Hey, good for Wii Fit.
Right? But one of the things that really annoyed the crap out of me, Other has 97 tracks. And Other contains things like the Ice Climbers and other such things. But Game & Watch has its own track area with 2.
Yeah.
Not only have we gotten more than 2 Game & Watch tracks, I believe. Why is that not in Other? Because Ice Climber, at least the stages for Ice Climber, had more than 2 songs.
Hey guys, it's Ice Climbers.
Rock the iceberg.
I believe between Icicle Mountain and Summit, the Ice Climbers have more than a couple songs that were just in Smash in general. So the fact that it got shunted over to Other is, I'm going to be honest, very annoying.
Right.
But Fossils is pointing out that Street Fighter has
36.
36, which is the most. Oh, no, Kirby has 39 because Sakurai. Yeah. But that's pretty impressive for Street Fighter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and it means that the Echo Fighter of Street Fighter is pretty obvious, I feel. But, I mean, everyone's...
Absolutely.
And you gotta have Guile's theme in, god damn it. And that's all you play on Suzaku's Castle is only Guile's theme. That's all that's allowed.
I hope it's just Guile's theme 36 times.
Yeah.
I hope Street Fighter gets a second stage.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Design Castle isn't that great.
I want to beat up the car.
Yeah, there you go.
You're just fighting on top of a car. It's just big blue too.
But Tony, let's talk about it. I mean,
The elephant.
I don't want to.
got poor Nobuo.
Final Fantasy still has 2. I saw everyone got mad about this. It's fucking incredible. I can't believe it.
How did they allow that? This is the main argument, more than Game & Watch, more than any other series on here. This is the best argument for it. There's gotta be more songs coming for a number of these.
Maybe, but it'd have to be more than 2. Like, that's what it fucking was before. Like, I read a little bit about this. I've just read that Square is just fucking really stingy with Final Fantasy music, with all their music. And it's a fucking... When people think of good video game music, Final Fantasy is like one of them, like, that they just go to. And it's just stupid. Not even from just 7. Like, fucking the whole series is rich of it. And he's the Final Fantasy rep. There's so much you could throw in there.
Oh, but they can make a rhythm game and put it on 3DS and then do a sequel of it. But but they're stingy when it comes to Smash Brothers. It is an odd look. Not gonna lie, it's an odd look, and it makes you question how flexible Square Enix will be for another possible newcomer.
Yeah, or Echo Fighter or something like that. But at least you can listen to the Final Fantasy VII theme on the go.
No, not that one. Only the fight theme and the boss theme. I like the boss.
Yeah, because everyone's going to have their Switch be an MP3 player.
I'm gonna do exactly that.
You're gonna put it in your purse?
I'm gonna put it in my pockets can fit a Switch.
Oh, well,
yeah,
damn.
My pockets are huge, dog. Like, and the Switch will be hidden too, and it's in its case.
Wow.
Like, no one's gonna do this. But I love shit like this. Like, I just love that he thought of that. Like, he's like, I would do that if I was a little kid. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I probably would too if I was younger. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna fucking do it. I don't care about no fucking younger shit. I'm throwing my Switch in there, putting my headphones in, and being like, I'm gonna rock this. What's
on your Friday feeling playlist?
I didn't see that. That's funny.
I know. No, what are you talking about? I'm gonna make a sexy time. Like,
oh god, I need to know, what would you put on that?
Bayonetta.
Final Fantasy VII battle theme. Let's go.
Vanilla ass. Man, there's no people doing Final Fantasy remixes. That didn't even dawn on me until now.
Yeah.
Jun Sonoe was ready
to do a Dancing Mad remix.
Shut up.
Fossil says in the Discord chat, Snake Eater. Snake Eater's got to be on the Sexy Time playlist.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm trying to think of the most unsexiest song. 75M.
I mean, Ice Climber. You getting rhythm with your friends. Oh, Bayonetta climax theme. That's another good one from Grimace.
That's that flat zone too, though.
Oh yeah. Oh baby.
We Fit Trainer just whispering in your ear, just like, yeah, stretch.
I don't know if that's a song, but it should be.
So, I feel like there is one of the tracks is just her like encouraging you to stretch like in the back. I don't fucking remember.
Environmental noises. That's a good one, Zenjestr. Nice one.
What's on your Sexy Time playlist?
Right in at showmeyournews.com.
There you go. Yeah, no, at Twitter at showmeyournews and add to our Discord channel. I'm really curious.
And we'll play the best songs that you give us from Smash Bros.
Oh man, that's funny. Let's get to the rules. It sounds boring, but it's actually goddamn fascinating.
You think I would be the rules guy?
Yeah, right. Guys, we finally do not have to change it to stock every single time we boot up the game. Thank goodness.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm always got it for stock 8 minutes.
On our default vanilla, non-hacked, non-illegal game. Oh man, the saved last used preset, that's a lifesaver.
Fuck yes. Also, stamina being a standard option is just like, I never fuck with that, but stamina's fun.
It is.
It also makes sense for some of the different little scenes that have played out in some of the little mini trailers where the characters disappear. It's like, oh yeah, that's stamina mode. That's that effect. Okay.
We made it a standard option so we could do our trailers better.
Didn't they just like fucking their body just lay there? And
yeah, Melee they just laid there just flat.
I think you could even knock them off the stage, like you just fuck with their body.
Well, that's just a that's a
that just sounds wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Weird way to say that. I'm totally down for more stamina battle stuff, especially since chargeable final smashes, stamina mode. We a fighting game now?
Yeah. Yeah, we depending on what you choose, we Marvel, we Street Fighter.
I know.
Of course, we'll get to chargeable final smash. That's a big deal. But real quick, we do know that it's rules first, stage select before character,
which is a good idea.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. We see the options of the loser can select or in a specific order. Again, great to have the flexibility.
I love doing order. Order is great when you're just playing with your friends.
Oh, for sure.
Everyone just gets to pick.
They get their turn. It's fair. We've seen sudden death with the 300% and the camera zooms in with the fire. That's great.
It's the perfect fucking sudden death for what Smash Brothers is. The camera gets closer. It's brilliant.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
The bombs was stupid.
Bombs are definitely stupid.
Yeah, they are stupid, but they're still there.
If you take way too long.
Take too long. Yeah. They don't show up as soon, I don't think.
And then meter builds if the option is toggled for a weaker final smash in which no two can happen simultaneously. It is the chargeable final smash. It's very fighting game.
That's really, really cool.
Now, a lot of people did mention that like Marth's critical hit killed at 20%, but nobody really knows like that could just be like, oh, that was a thing to show it off, or it could be that critical hit only happens directly in front of him, so he doesn't move across the stage or anything like that. We don't really know how some of these are going to change. I do definitely want to see Jigglypuff's weaker final smash.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Doesn't get as big.
She just goes like very slightly bigger.
I see a lot of people like, is this a competitive? And I don't think so. And that's fine. But it's certainly a discussion for sure. But I'm like, man, this is going to be so fucking fun with friends. Getting the Smash Ball fucking sucks.
Oh, for sure. Can we just agree with that?
It never goes the way you want it. It never goes the way you want it to. Now there's fake ones.
If I was going to put down like what this game should definitely be looking for in a competitive environment, I would put Chargeable Final Smash on, because that's a game changer, I feel like. And as we're moving more towards extreme friendly setups, like when you start loaded to the stage, you get to see all the characters and a splash screen. When a really big hit lands, everything slows down to make it more dramatic. So the fact that we can put chargeable final smashes in makes me go, you know what? That's really good for people watching, because that'll be one more thing to add to the hype. Like, oh man, he's going to get his final smash soon. Is he going to survive long enough to get it? Is he going to get it? Is he going to land it? Oh, that's so good for viewership.
I agree, but I think it depends on like how balanced they are. Because the first thing I fucking think about is how bad Peaches is, and if it gives you a bunch of healing items. I don't know about that.
Does she still have that?
We don't know what it is yet, but it's.
Well, no, because since everything changes to be this like big thing that happens, and then it's over. So we should not be seeing Peaches be the same. I just got to see Sheik's the other day.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was really cool. It was basically the same as Meta Knight, but with a lot more flash.
And a Sheikah logo.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It kind of made me think of Akuma.
A little bit.
When it said no simultaneous Final Smashes, the first thing I thought of was Zero Suit on her ship and then Ridley blowing it up at the same time.
The two deaths. What Sheik's made me think of was an Impa echo would be pretty cool right about now. Just saying.
That has been going around a bit, and I've been I'm so into it because I think Impa's gotten a lot more popular ever since Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, the Skyward Sword design and then Hyrule Warriors. Yeah, for sure.
Like, she's straight up getting a lot more love.
Yeah.
A lot more love.
Yeah. So let's talk about the battle modes. I mean, the modes that they totally did not reference from some other game. We'll start with Squad Strike. This is the 5v5 or 3v3 for either your Marvel or your crew battle play. Either, one player plays different characters for each stock, or you're rotating between different players / characters for each stock. Super, you've got some feelings.
I do have some feelings, and they're mostly, why is this only 3v3 or only 5v5? That seems like a very strange limit on here. Number 2, I love this idea no matter what, though, because yes, please. And the fact that they have it for crew battle play, they showcase this a little bit, but they don't show us any gameplay footage. They don't show us any further menu options, so I'm not 100% sure if this is just going to be stock by stock or what's going on.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be match and then another match and then another match, which I don't really like this as much.
Right. It's going to be very strange to see how it's implemented because we don't know exactly what's going on. But what we do know is that it does lock everyone into certain characters in a certain way, and you all fight right away. So that is so good. And it's neat. Also so reminiscent of another thing that we've seen in the past.
Could you imagine if
on an SD card?
Could you imagine if you could do like the fucking tag things? Like I just jumps in and doesn't have smash.
And they each have little lines that they come in with and trying to be all quippy.
Yep.
Seriously, it's the paralyzer, and then Ike jumps in. I fight for my friends. Wah, bam.
Now they've been certainly paying attention to that other scene, I would imagine. Tourney mode is also back. Up to 32 players now. You have 3 different styles of the bracket, so you can set matches up for 1v1s or free-for-alls or.
No one does this, but it's nice.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, it's good to have, especially for big parties.
I was so mad because I was looking at this and I'm like, tourney mode, okay. Now show me that switches can talk to each other.
Yeah.
You didn't show that. Okay, so this is useless still.
Nintendo Switch Online is not fully ready to be revealed. Second half of September. I'm sure we'll get a Nintendo Direct when they talk all about Switch Online, and Smash will certainly have a component, I would imagine. And maybe a character reveal. We'll see.
Maybe a couple Octo Fighters. We'll see.
Yeah.
Smashdown.
Smashdown.
Holy shit.
Yes.
This I will play 100%.
Yeah.
Let's see if Grant can take me on this time.
When a character is selected for a match, it is taken off the character board. Reminds me of a certain draft tournament style that we used to run back in the day on Show Me Your News, which I'm sure you could kind of arrange on your own, not fully through this, but it kind of helps facilitate the character removal sort of selection there. That's pretty neat.
Like that he pointed out, you can be a dick and you can pick a character that your friend's good at first.
You just got to be quick. You got to pick them first.
Yeah, just locks them in.
That sounds like a lot of fucking fun to just do with like if you just have one friend over and you just like, let's do all fucking 64 characters in stock.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
I'm down for that. I'm 100% down for that.
For those that want to spend lots and lots of time in the lab, training mode has a grid stage.
Shit. Holy shit, training mode looks great.
I love how they did the arcs too, because I'm like, oh cool, Project M just Legacy TE just fucking had that intro. But it showed DI instead of trajectory arcs for 0 and 100%. So
it's a fucking fighting game. They're doing it.
It's a grid stage. It has, I don't know if I saw this correctly, but I believe like the Battlefield and Omega stage and probably another stage like can be seen there, because it seemed like they had a combo go from like the Final Destination stage, and they went over this large gap and then had the combo end around what looked to be a Battlefield stage.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, what?
So the stages, I think the stages are just kind of next to each other.
Interesting.
In case you want to see how these combos work on a flat surface and when with platforms around.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. I like that. I mean, a lot of training modes in games look like computery. I love that this is just like on fucking graph paper.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Almost like that Project Moon stage.
And then classic mode is back, where they say, quote, each fighter has a set series of stages and opponents they will face. It is a bit more reminiscent of Melee, but it's not randomized. It's set stages, set opponents, and that's because
I didn't notice that.
It looks like every character has a certain title to their classic mode.
Is it dumb that the first thing I thought of was all the fucking pass and Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yes.
About as much work.
Yeah, right. Kirby's is titled Gourmet Clash. Donkey Kong is Journey to New Donk City. And Roy is A Journey of Swords.
Literally fights every sword character. He won't run out of enemies.
There you go. And it's paired with the round number for their matchup. So it's almost like, maybe it's like a little mini story in each.
A little bit.
I think it's a good compromise from like a classic and adventure and shit like that.
Yeah.
Where it's just like they thought about it, you know? Like, that's really cool. Do you guys love doing classic? Do you guys do the thing I do where you run through classic with every fucking character when it comes out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love doing that. Like, it's, and like when the DLC characters came out, like, I rarely would have like people to come play the game with me like that day. So I just always like ran through them with classic real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't do Smash Tour, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh no one does that. I hope this means like All Stars just fucking gone.
You can
And there's
hope,
just
yeah.
one trophy to get, you know?
Mm-hmm. That would be something.
The only other thing I'm curious about is if there's going to be 2-player classic mode like the last one, because I really like that, because you could get the trophies faster.
That's a good point. Yep. So we go to the items then. Banana gun with its silly little skit. That was pretty clever.
Shout outs to that one tweet that aged very well. I feel like almost years ago during the Wii U, it was just like, man, Smash is kind of weird. Brom holds a banana like a gun. Ha ha! Look at this banana gun. Gun fires bullet. What the fuck? and that was years ago. And then now that tweet's gone and blown up.
Wow,
that's so funny.
Everyone's retweeting it.
I saw that, but I didn't even notice the date on it. That's really interesting.
Yeah. It's funny. Do you guys get hyped for like? I mean, I know we're all like competitive when we play all serious sometimes and stuff. I get so fucking hyped when they're like, we're gonna talk about items in Pokemon. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Some of them, yeah. I mean, like Killer Edge looked interesting. We saw Bomber in the Smash Brothers update.
I didn't know he worked like a fucking what's the thing that gives you an extra life? The flag.
Oh yeah, the S flag.
It works like that. You gotta hold it up a long time, and then it blows up, and then it kills everybody. Like that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it doesn't hurt you in universe, but fuck it, it's neat.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold up a bomb. Death Scythe looked really interesting. Staff, where it's more effective at distance. Fuck Ramblin' Evil Mushroom. Like, no thanks.
That's from Earthbound, isn't it? Yeah, that's Earthbound. I was wondering where the fuck that was from.
I don't need my inputs reversed. No, thank you.
No, you can turn that off. Did you see all the cool fan art with Ness with the scythe?
No.
Yeah, it was really fucking cool.
I kind of like Ramblin' Evil Mushroom. I like the idea that like Peach could accidentally pick that up instead of a turnip.
Yeah.
it would just look cute. And yeah, it would kind of suck a lot in terms of competitive scene. Just Peach pulls a Ramblin' Evil Mushroom. But on the other hand, just get the aerial recatch and just pick it up and throw it back at her, so it's fine.
There you go. And then Rage Blaster.
Which is fantastic. I love the way they showed it.
That was a great way. Yeah, it's like, wasn't
it the Inkling that's like, yeah, this sucks.
And Sheik walks up all fucking damage. Just like, you're dead now.
That's pretty fun. Pokemon, yes, Alolan Exeggutor. That you can't jump over him. That's fantastic.
That's so great. I love it. Did you see like when he throws it, death pose? Like, oh shit.
Yeah. And then the Diddy and Sheik, the character, you can cling to it. It's like a wall.
That's the shit I love about these directs. It's like we want to know that you can fucking cling to the Exeggutor because we're nerds and we want to know that shit before it comes out.
Abra will teleport you to what seems to be the most disadvantageous position.
We don't know that for sure, but that's what it looked like for sure.
Such a dick move, Pokemon.
We looked like we've seen Solgaleo and Lunala before.
I was mad at those. I'm like, we saw those.
Yeah,
said these were new. We said these were new Pokemon.
But Mimikyu deconfirmed.
I was totally called this one.
Mm-hmm. Pyukumuku. It was interesting.
Is that the one
to
with
see.
the big tongue?
Yep.
I like that it waves. That's cute.
And Bowser Jr. with the tongue as well. Like that's really good. We know
good.
about Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix as well. Marshadow, it's a legendary Pokemon from Gen 7. That's good to see that come in there. It's a neat little inclusion. And Ditto! Finally Ditto!
Fuck yes.
We finally get Ditto, and he works exactly the way he was supposed to in Melee.
Exactly.
I wish he had the little stupid face. From
That would
I
have
didn't
been
think
great.
about that. Could you imagine that like on Ridley?
Oh my god, yes. I want that now, god damn it. Zero comes out of nowhere though from Mega Man X, and
dashes our dreams, I guess.
yeah, some people got hyped for it, and then it was like, oh, assist trophies. Like, what?
These assist trophies was so just like a long line of horrifying realizations.
I know.
Zero was the biggest casualty to that. I'm glad he
No, God.
No.
No.
Chef Kowalski? Oh no, I see what you're saying.
Knuckles we knew about. Crystal we knew about. Claptrap
That's cool.
definitely got people thinking about, oh, what if?
I mean, Claptrap shows up on Jungle Japes.
Yeah, but just as a background little thing, to promote him to an assist trophy, I saw some reacts where it's like, oh, does that mean ... Cap'n, there's going to be an animation.
Cap'n is the fucking best. He puts you in a car and drives you off the fucking screen.
It's a new animation for every character to be stuck in the back of that car. Are you kidding me?
Did you see the fucking picture of Mario where his face was over Ralph Wiggum in the school bus, and he's just like, I'm in danger.
No.
It was fucking great.
That's great. That's really good. Yeah, Chef Kawasaki has the cook Final Smash essentially from
That's awesome. That's
Kirby.
great. That is a great idea.
Yeah, you'd think Sakurai would come up with those for Kirby.
Sorry, I'm the casual bitch. I get really excited for all this stupid shit.
Gray Fox, yes. Yeah, Shine, Reflection. Nikki from Swap Note. It's been too long, but good to see Nikki.
How fucking cool is that?
That's such a good pull.
It's true, a fucking bonsai bill. She was so cute. I love that. I love the Swap Note.
Yeah, Swap Note.
Yeah, that was a really cool little dumb app on 3DS, and it's really cool to like pay homage to that because it's just gone.
It's so good. But yeah, I mean, clearly the biggest disappointment. But you got to think it's so cool for the developer. Shovel Knight is an assist trophy.
It is sad, but like you said, like they're fucking characters in Smash. I'm sure they couldn't have ever imagined that when they're making them,
Yeah, that's a dream for Yacht Club. And then he ends up being a playable character in Rivals of Aether. So if you really want to play as him, there's that. That was my biggest, deconfirm sort of moment there.
I'm glad he's there.
Moon comes in. That's crazy.
Alfonso's the Moon in Great Bay now, I guess. When that happens.
Maybe.
Yeah, honestly, I hope they do something with that. If you get the Moon on Great Bay, they'll take the Moon from the background or something like that. I hope they put that little extra effort in.
That would be really nice.
This time, they are going the extra mile every time we see it. So I'm pretty down for that.
I forgot to mention this earlier, but fucking Kirby had a hat for Dark Samus, and I didn't even think of Echo Kirby hats.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, and he mentions in the E3 trailer, it's like, the more characters there are, the more work it is for us. Like, oh, Echoes too.
He's gonna fucking announce he can eat the assist trophies and get Zero Saber and shit soon.
That'd be crazy. And then, they snuck Ashley in there. Ashley's an assist trophy as well, as they set up the reveal for Rathalos from Monster Hunter as an assist trophy and a boss.
And as people pointed out, boss of what? What the fuck? What does that mean?
They put him on a stage that looks like a Monster Hunter stage.
But doesn't look like a Smash stage, really. It's just a walk-off. It looks like a boss mode stage of some sort. We don't know what that means. We don't know what that fucking mode is. We'll get to that.
Looks like it's pulled from the Ancestral Steppe area from Monster Hunter. So, yeah, the big question is the context. Absolutely. Since it's certainly not a stage in the 103 in the stage select screen. But yeah, let's get to that main menu. It looks normal.
Yeah.
No, fuck you. It still has got the games and more. That's stupid. I hate that. I fucking hate games and more. What does that mean?
It's not big circles and ovals, though.
Also, it looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's really fucking slick.
Yeah, it's
still games and more though. So you're just gonna have to deal with that.
But yeah, the bottom left has a green blurred out section say, we can't talk about that today. You can press the ZR button on the dashboard to kind of pull out this little area. And the second option there is also blurred. But the internet, especially Smash Brothers internet, is crazy. And they went into pixelization and breaking it down frame by frame and piecing it together and have come up with the word spirits.
And the logo.
And the logo. Absolutely. It's almost like, in a way, like an upside down Magatama. It kind of looks like, in a way, from if you're familiar with Phoenix Wright. So that kind of makes sense for spirits.
Well, the thing I've been seeing a lot about with the spirits is a lot of these fucking characters are dying in these fucking character trailers.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's a lot of people I've seen toss it around think this will be the way to unlock the characters. Like, they're spirits and you have to get them, or something similar to that.
I also wonder, with the artwork at the beginning of the King K. Rool trailer, they show this artwork it's gorgeous and it's heroes and villains, and like, you just don't make that for a throwaway joke at the beginning of one of your trailers, to have Donkey Kong watching some sort of TV. I wonder if that's some sort of hint to what this is about. When you're talking about setting up, bosses, even if the villains aren't necessarily in the game, you can set them up as bosses.
Absolutely. Also, those stills were fucking sweet.
Oh, they were gorgeous.
And the way they moved it looked like those 3DS puzzles you unlock.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Those are neat. Those are really cool. We'll get to that later, though.
Though it does make me wonder about the Monster Hunter inclusion then, if that's the case. I mean, yeah, you could say Dracula is going to be, certainly one of them. You could put Yellow Devil in there for like Mega Man. But yeah, how does Monster Hunter tie in?
Well, I mean, one of the things was that trailer is on the blog called Rivals. The King K. Rool trailer is itself called Rivals. So that was the theme of that particular trailer and not for the game as a whole.
Meta Knight's kind of not a villain, but they didn't have DDD in for the fucking... Should we just jump to K. Rool? Like, what do we...
Let's get right into it, yeah.
Also, the fact that he ended it all fake and shit, that was really silly. The screen shaking. Something's coming.
Oh, yeah.
It's really weird with these trailers. It's very obvious every time who it's going to be. Mm-hmm. But my brain keeps wanting something else more, and it keeps fucking me. I want Dixie really bad, and I'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend's like, it's going to be their bad guy. Like, she doesn't know who the fuck K. Rool is, but it's like they were all the bad guys in the TV they were watching, and I'm like, oh fuck, you're right.
That's got to be something for those that are not used to Sakurai's shenanigans. Like, how does some of that play out?
Yeah, exactly. And she was right. And the DDD troll, which a lot of people love to fucking point out, DDD is voiced by Sakurai, and he went to a recording booth to laugh at everybody.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the best GIF. It's up there between DDD laughing and the eyes popping out of the window. Like it's tied there for reaction GIFs winning that day and the week and even beyond. But also that composite, that image composite of the three DDDs laughing is just fucking great. It's one of the best stills. Like it's just so good.
Also, it's weird to me because in my head their treehouse is in a fucking tree. I'm like, where are they standing? But that's fine. It's just a dumb thing in my head that goes to. Also, we're talking about killing. Just DDD get fucking straight killed.
DDD might have died. I don't know.
Speaking of dying, I hate to do this, but I do have a new GIF for you guys to look at about we seem to notice that a lot of characters seem to be dying a lot. So in the podcast chat, this is why you watch live. I'm posting this for you guys to see, and you'll see who the new character fighter will be.
Yeah, it's that it's been going around a lot on all the characters reacting, and then just Shadow just gunning them down, and opening of Shadow the Hedgehog. Peter, put that in the audio somehow.
Yeah, in the audio. Just have like little Karibo just do the audio version, just to telling you what's happening on screen.
And then Inkling is looking, and then it's Simon, and then
and then Shadow.
Grimace the Menace points out in the Discord chat, the trailer would have been so much better if DDD was disguised as the final boss of Tropical Freeze.
Oh, you're right.
And the rest of the trailer was identical. The punchline kind of falls flat because they're not going to show a K. Rool silhouette and then not do K. Rool. It's a very good point.
I agree.
Or at least a plank of wood.
Yeah, he could have had the mask on. Could have done either of them. That would have been. I mean, people love the fucking Returns games, but everyone just wants the fucking Kremlings back. In my head, I really wanted Dixie and I really wanted Zero, and I like just for my friends, and I texted my buddy when Zero was an assist, like, "Rip, bro, I'm really sorry." This makes me nervous for Dixie because she wasn't in this trailer. If she's an Echo, I think that makes sense. But K. Rool, they cannot. Now that I've like had time removed from it, K. Rool was a big fucking deal. People have been asking about him for a long time. I've seen people say, and I'm pretty sure this is true, that as a newcomer, he's the first like Western developed character.
As far as a newcomer goes, because you have like the Dark Samus connection for retro, but that's an Echo.
Nintendo's been really weird about the Kremlings too. Like he's been in some sports games and shit.
Some people say Diddy, but that's like, you could argue it's like a offshoot of like Donkey Kong Jr. So like there's all these like sort of ifs and ands and all that. Yeah,
it's really cool. He looks fat and perfect. A lot of people say we need more heavyweights, and I agree. His moveset is the fucking like all his boss moves. Like he looks great. Like he looks awesome. He should be here. And a lot of classic and casual people are going to remember this, and it's fucking cool that he finally, this and Ridley, it's great to see them there. This
is like the fan service game. Like you could have argued that K. Rool and Ridley were like no way characters. And if this is Sakurai making dreams come true, please have this be my last Smash Brothers game.
But I will continue making Smash games if there's
if there's demand for it.
Say that, yeah.
So, like, my favorite thing to come out of the King K. Rool is, I mean, the reaction images, but there's this special image of him just doing his up B with his legs out and splayed, and he's just going through the air. He's got this big smile on it, and one of the captions I usually see with that image is "Me coming to steal your girlfriend."
Also, if you haven't yet, go watch the Nintendo New York store react. The troll and reveal it. It's a great moment. Like just go watch the whole thing for Nintendo. I was gonna say Nintendo World, but Nintendo New York. Go check that out for sure.
Villager can pocket his fucking crown. That's so stupid. I love it.
It is. It's so good.
His final smash was blowing up Donkey Kong Island.
Yeah,
from 64.
That's such a good, such a callback.
That's fucking stupid, and it's the same as Ridley blowing up the.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, dude, that's a little excessive.
Yeah, he's a villain.
Also, it's just cool to see them reference fucking 64.
Yes.
Like, that's neat in its own way a lot.
Although, very, very interesting, the K. Rool Island in which he shoots the Blastomatic is an island now and no longer a ship.
But man, then it all ends with the new version of that big wall scrolling art. Characters move around to adapt to new spaces.
I'm sure that was everyone's immediate thought was like, let's look. No, they fucking moved everybody. Like, we're not even going to do that. Like,
let's not start speculating what are the remaining spaces in that. No, it doesn't matter. Stop. Like, you're wasting your time.
He is on it. He is on he's not going to let shit get leaked. He's on it, and I appreciate that. I'm not mad. It's great.
Yeah, so let's
call him Ness how much he's on it.
Well done. So that was the Nintendo Direct. I mean, gosh, we have our other segments of the show. I'd like to whip through these quickly because that's the meat and potatoes right there. I mean, so much Smash Brothers info coming our way.
Are we really gonna do Smash blog updates?
Real quick. But let's first get into a Rumor Central. Rumor Central. So this is something that's and it's one of those things that it's curious to mention. It gets mentioned on the rumors section of the Super Smash Brothers wiki. And just for the posthumous sort of sense of the show, just to look back on it, it's worth the mention. Apparently in a thread posted on NeoGAF on July 3rd, this is kind of being known as the quote-unquote NeoGAF leak again. Let's not say this is true. You could say it's outright fake, but we're mentioning it for just the aftermath and to look back on it and see what was right.
This shit's fun regardless.
Someone on July 3rd said, I might delete this post soon since I don't want to cause the source I got, the information, blah, blah, blah. Here's some of the basic information I've got. The Fire Emblem series won't receive any newcomers, but 2 who are based on existing fighters. The Legend of Zelda series won't receive any newcomers. The Pokemon series won't receive any newcomers.
That would blow my mind.
Something about an addition to Cloud was mentioned, though I don't know for now if it's going to be another Final Fantasy character or some other Square Enix character. There are going to be 12 newcomers in total, from which 5 of them are going to be based on other fighters. For the new ones, I got information on 3 characters who should appear in this title, and he's got 3 characters and 4 X's. Remember, this is July 3rd. Simon Belmont, King K. Rool, Isaac from Golden Sun. 4 X's. As for the 5 who are based on other fighters, I could also just get the name of 3 of them. So he has 2 X's here, but 3 names. Chrom, based on Roy, apparently with other effects than flames. Soren from Fire Emblem. I don't know about any changes, but he will be based on Robin.
Which Marth is he?
Yeah, the one with the book.
Oh, okay.
And then
Nerd Marth.
And then Ken, based on Ryu with flame effects and 2 X's.
Fuck yeah.
Some of these will be announced very soon.
I will be so mad. I was so mad if they chose Ken over Akuma.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ken is like the first player too.
Yeah, well, Ken can go fuck himself. Akuma would be so much nicer because it's a villain rather than literally the first player too.
Mm-hmm.
And like all that other business too, but like seriously. Like I understand Ken, but Ken should just be hitting X 5 times and then, oh look, I can be Ken instead of Ryu. Where Akuma could really be the guy who should be the Echo fighter.
Make Blanca Donkey Kong's Echo fighter. Give him like Pikachu's like shock attacks.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, but I don't think we're going to see any cross-series Echo Fighters. But
yeah,
good to know. So then he deletes this post, and then someone with the same username, it is undetermined if he's the same person or if this is someone just piggybacking, because he comes back after the direct, and he posts on NeoGAF. So take this one with an extra special grain of salt. But again,
if you melt Icicle Mountain with this salt, we're gonna be mad.
Hello again, everyone. I want to share missing information with you that I got for the game's final characters. K. Rool already confirmed. Simon Belmont already confirmed. Isaac is on the way. Monster Hunter is still in development, which is the reason why he wasn't confirmed today. Terra from the Final Fantasy series.
Ooh.
Another Bandai Namco character. And here would be your WTF character if you were looking for it. Prince Sable from For the Frog the Bell Tolls.
What the fuck is that?
He was an assist trophy in Wii U.
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
You're making that up.
Yes, he was.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
God damn it, another sword character.
Yeah, Isaac would be of the similar vein, but I'd be really stoked for Golden Sun fans because where the fuck is that series? That would give me hope for another one too. Which, like I said, I don't play those, but that'd be cool for that series because it's been dormant forever.
Yeah, I thought Monster Hunter was weird to see in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, so I'm not sure how I'd feel about it in Smash.
So I'm not sure if anyone noticed something I posted in the podcast chat a little bit ago, but one of the pics that Sakurai posted was Rathalos with Link and Marth fighting him, but the poses and the positioning were very, very reminiscent to Golden Sun. With both Felix and Isaac appearing in different reference pictures against the Doom Dragon, I believe.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. If you two scroll up and see the picture, you can see a better comparison.
It would be a weird crossover. That's for sure. God damn it, I just scrolled up and saw Shadow with a fucking gun.
You scrolled up and now you're dead!
So for the Echoes here, so there will indeed be more Echo fighters than I anticipated before. It says Chrom based on Roy, already confirmed. Soren based on Robin, still on his way. Dark Samus based on Samus, already confirmed. Richter based on Simon. Ken based on Ryu. Shadow the Hedgehog based on Sonic.
Fuck yeah.
Felix based on Isaac will be revealed together with Isaac like Simon was with Richter. Isabel based on Villager.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and Galactonite based on Meta Knight. As for the Bandai Namco character, it's the only one left I don't know about. I will update if I get my hands on that information.
It's Goku.
Yeah, he says in other posts, he's like, oh, I'll post in a few days or whatever. Yeah, so it's something to think about that, Simon and K. Rool were kind of paired together back on July 3rd. That's kind of interesting.
We'll see.
I don't know what to feel about this one. I just wanted to put it out there. It's the NeoGAF leak for Smash Brothers.
Before we move on to the blog, this fucking game, the more I think about it, I just saw a screen with like Bomberman and Shovel Knight and Zero and like all this shit. It's hurting my brain. There's so much content in this fucking game. It's staggering.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy to think about how many series are represented, how many stages they are, all the music, like Jesus Christ. It's insane. This game is nuts.
Zenjestr is mentioning, did you hear about the CEO data mine leak? I did hear about that one. That one was also interesting. I can pull that up if that makes people curious. So the gist of it is on 4chan on July 1st, this guy who claimed to be working at CEO says got a hold of the code for their demo, says that the characters' names were present in Japanese. There was Rihita, which is Richter's Japanese name, Sir Knight, which is Gardevoir's Japanese name, Gothiruser, which is Gothitelle. The way it was organized suggests that Gothitelle would be an echo fighter of Gardevoir.
Weird.
So there would possibly be your Pokemon representation. Mario 2 was listed as a separate character, which the leaker believed could be Paper Mario or Super Mario 64 Mario. Kruru, referring to King K. Rool.
Krillin?
Kururi. And Daku S, likely referring to Dark Samus. The August Direct revealed that Richter, King K. Rool, and Dark Samus were all playable characters, but this was back on July 1st. So, yeah, I don't think anyone would have had the means to data mine, but it's weird for a July 1st. I don't know. Just, yeah, let's throw it out there. That's all the rumors really for this week. Let us burn through what's normally the crux of the Smash Brothers news for this week. It's the Smash blog updates. I honestly don't want to spend too much time on this. So I'm in a way, I just want to kind of say what happened. We started with Sunday, August 5th, which was late on the American blog. It was Samus, number 4, today's fighter. With her charge shot, missile, and bomb, Samus has 3 different projectiles to keep her opponents in check from a distance. When fully charged up, her charge shot is quite powerful. For her final smash, she launches a wide laser beam that can be moved up and down. Of course, yes, the big deal is you can charge in the air, but you can't really move around while doing so.
Please be good.
I hope so. I hope so.
In our studies, Samus is the most powerful character.
And then nerfed.
She's beautiful and I love her and I hope she's good. I love Samus. She's great.
Mm-hmm. But Dark Samus is pretty interesting.
Whatever gets Tony to stop playing Game & Watch.
Oh, fuck you. I'm going to 9-hammer you all day.
Monday, August 6th. Today's item, Bomber. This was before it was shown in the Direct. Hold the Bomber up with the A button and a massive explosion will occur in 1.5 seconds.
That's not very long.
You will take less damage by moving away from the center of the explosion, so if you are about to get caught in it, try to get away.
No, I'm going to go in.
Nah, I want the challenge. There you go. We kind of saw it in action in the Direct.
Good use of an item, I think. I really like that. I didn't know it was that short. I thought it was just edited down in the video. Fuck.
Then no regularly scheduled music update, but we had the change title, and that's when people picked up on Castlevania, but the music update still got posted anyway, not as a update on its own, but it still got posted to the music section of the blog. It is Bloody Tears / Monster Dance. As usual, let's take a listen to that excerpt.
Fuck yeah, Bloody Tears.
God, yes. It is the best Castlevania song. Monster Dance, its inclusion also gets you pretty hype. Say what you will about Castlevania 2. Like, those are some dope songs.
I don't know Castlevania music, but I would be just as happy if he just scrolled through 34 songs and they were just all Bloody Tears. Just like a different version for everyone.
Oh, you know what? I take that back. Today's music post got delayed. It was to Wednesday, August 8th. So, yeah, there you go. It was, I guess, as an update. But, yeah, we missed our Tuesday night fix.
No one gave a shit because of the direct.
Exactly. We also had the update. It says the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate website has been updated with more information about stages, items, and game modes. Just go check out the website. Like, stages and items opened up. Stages has, pictures of all of the stages that you can, download essentially for your use. It's kind of a bit of a mess as far as the web design goes, but it's nice to see all those things there. It fleshes out that website a bit more.
I saw somebody say that with all the stages now, picking a stage in handheld mode is going to be like fucking a nightmare.
Yeah, it's just like, what pixel is this? And then also got all this stacked on the 8th on Wednesday, and we haven't really gotten anything since. Today's fighter number 66, Simon Belmont, the protagonist of Castlevania. He uses his Holy Whip Vampire Killer to perform a smash attack with long reach. He also uses projectiles like an axe, holy water, and cross.
Good specials.
Are all of his smashes the whip?
I don't know. Maybe the tilts? I don't know.
Up B is the uppercut. I'd imagine the side B would be the cross. Down B, holy water?
Yes. And B is axe.
And B is axe. That would make sense.
I saw somebody say that they were distressed by the fact that all the Smash characters get hurt by holy water.
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean?
They are all soulless homunculi who have risen from their trophies.
And they are toys from Master Hand to play with.
Absolutely. And they're dead, too, I guess. He said that the whip gave him the longest reach out of anybody. Yeah, that's crazy.
Makes sense. Yeah, and use the whip for aerials as well. That makes sense.
And tilting it in any direction, similar to, I think,
Sheik. Yeah. That's really cool.
Demonstrating that on Pichu was funny. He was just really close, and then he just hit it. There's a really cute gif of Pichu before it gets hit, just looking at his little tail, just being cute.
That is really good. And then number 67, King K. Rool. With long-distance special moves like the Blunderbuss and counter moves like Stomach Attack, he is a versatile fighter. His final
Stomach Attack's great.
His final smash, Blastomatic, was apparently a weapon to destroy DK Island.
He wasn't sure.
So I'd never really noticed this before.
Didn't play that one.
I was watching old footage, and for Ridley's final smash when he blows up Samus's ship, I'd never noticed before that Samus's ship falls in the background, like it's falling for a crash. I wonder if there's something that happens with DK Island similarly.
You just see rocks and stuff.
Yeah, just kind of crumbles in the background. Yeah,
you see Cranky flying in the background.
It plays the entire ending cinematic with the Donkey Kongs like watching the island sink, but it's like King K. Rool and like a claptrap and stuff.
That'd be funny. Yeah, I mean, looks like a really good move set. Man, it just really makes me think. We're going to get to wrapping up here with Mail Time pretty soon, but if these are the newcomer selections to make Smash even more of a dream game, like what will the others be?
I'm thinking it might just be a lot of echoes, which is still fucking exciting as fuck.
Oh yeah. Well, let's get right to it. It's the Mail Time segment.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
You can ask Mail Time questions over on our Discord channel. We have a section just for it. That's over at showmeyournews.com/Discord. Also on Twitter at showmeyournews. This week's one question comes from Zenjestr. There's a rumor that we have half a dozen roster reveals left until release. Assuming this is true, which characters do you think we'll get? And how many of them do you think will be Echo Fighters? I kind of wanted to break this down into 3 parts. First, let's do a numbers guess from here on out. But then let's also think, what do we think are our top three most likely characters before DLC? And also our top 3 most likely Echoes before
all
DLC.
3 Gokus.
Yeah, all Gokus.
Look. We have 3 Links. We can have 3 Gokus. Goku Base, Goku Super Saiyan, Goku God, Goku Black, Bardock, Turles.
I love all the fucking the memes now with the 3 Gokus and Vegetas and Dragon Ball Fighters. So numbers predictions with Echoes, we're guessing.
Yeah, I mean separate, newcomers and Echoes.
I'd say 3 or 4 maybe new characters, but I think we might get a lot of Echoes at this rate. He keeps announcing them.
I think it's going to be about 74. That's going to be the character count.
With Echoes, we're already at 72.
Dang.
I don't even know if we deserve any more. I feel so fucking spoiled at this point.
Yeah, no, that will be 7 more characters from what
Wow.
I actually have a dumb reason. 74 out there. Because of Project M's number was 47.
Oh.
That was the meme number that kept being thrown around, 47. So I just flopped the number and said 74.
All right, fine.
I think I'll say 4 newcomers and 6 Echoes.
That sounds about right.
So then that being said, top 3 most likely characters. This is, before DLC.
Not Echoes, newcomers.
Just newcomers. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Gino.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Goku.
Goku before DLC.
Yes.
Wow.
I joke about it.
Damn.
But especially after this direct, I don't know about Goku.
I'm just throwing Goku out there because, number one, he was the number 1 most requested fighter on the Smash ballot. And at least we have seen some official word from Funimation, but they'd like to see Goku. And while he hasn't been contacted yet, that's nothing.
They haven't contacted Goku?
They have not contacted Goku. They have not contacted his voice actor.
Hi, it's me, Goku.
Yeah, Sean Shamel does Lucario, but he has not done work for Goku, he says.
Right. Yeah, they haven't contacted Moscow X either. So.
Grimace asks a question in the Discord chat. Is there any actual evidence Goku was number 1 on the ballot? I kind of wondered that myself.
Didn't you talk about this at one point, Super?
I believe I did. It's been a while since I don't have the clearest memory, but I do believe Goku was the number 1.
It's Goku, Corey in the house, and then Bayonetta.
Yeah. Bayonetta was number 3 and only number 1 in the UK. I believe King Rool was number 4.
If you take away the top 3, Bayonetta was the number 1 choice.
I believe, if I recall, it was supposed to be Goku, Ridley, Bayonetta, but I'm not sure.
I don't think there's actual hard evidence, though. I think it's just hearsay.
I believe it was hearsay and leaks, and we all know how good leaks are.
Yeah, it's
I
a toss up.
he's Goku. That's not even like really. I say this every week. He's Goku. He fucking loves to fight, and not even in America. I'm sure Japan like fucking flooded him with Goku.
Yeah, I'm gonna still go with Goku just because at this point it's such a meme. But let's think about this for a second. Did we get any other meme characters in this game? Perhaps those who were considered too big.
Mm-hmm.
So I am no longer like going to be like, no, it's fucking Goku. No, it's not gonna happen. No, you know what? Fucking Dragon Ball FighterZ just came to the Switch. Beta just wrapped up. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Goku down.
And then what's your third?
My third is going to be. I want to make this a DLC character, but for the sake of this, I really want to see Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie, I could see as a DLC character, certainly, but not before.
But I'm gonna lay down Banjo-Kazooie as a before DLC character.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's a bold 3. Trying to put our stake down of where are we now with character predictions.
And as an echo for Snake is Kiefer Sutherland. No, but I mean, really, let's be honest here. Shadow over Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
That's just obvious, guys.
Yeah.
It's Impa over Sheik.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Dry Bowser over Bowser.
Interesting.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Okay.
I could see the big giant Dry Bowser in the final Smash. Well, no, it's Gigabout, probably.
Well, I mean, there's
you can do whatever. You can do whatever.
It worked in PM, so.
Yeah, sure.
DVD Smith said, imagine if it was Breath of the Wild, Impa.
Oh, no.
I'm old and frail, and I'm going to battle you.
Wasn't Impa in fucking Skyward Sword like really old lady?
Yes, at one point.
Yeah,
I do that.
At some point, yeah.
So what were your 3 echoes?
My 3 echoes were Shadow, Dry Bowser, and
Impa.
Impa.
Impa, okay. My 3 likely characters, and you forgot this one, Waddle Dee. I think that'll probably still happen with that.
You think Bandana Waddle Dee will happen?
I think so. I think that'll probably happen. I want to say Banjo too. Not even to be boring, but like I heard rumors too that there are going to be some Minecraft representation, and if they're going to do that and collaborate with Microsoft like that, like I mean Banjo, it just makes sense, you know.
Could easily see an assist trophy for Creeper.
I seem to recall some level of Twitter account mentioning a Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, and I could see Gino, but it just I don't even want him because we won't get the good music, you know.
Yeah,
it's so hard to fucking pick now because we have so many characters.
Yeah, and it really could be anything.
I know. I'm gonna just say Goku for the sake of consistency.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
wow.
Probably not. I hope so, man. That'd be crazy. Echoes, yeah, definitely Shadow. God help me. And I know like it's mostly for my friend, but I want fucking Dixie there. Like Dixie's fucking cool. And yeah, she should be there. I did want to mention this. The King K. Rool trailer ends with him like knocking them in the ground, like with some move.
Yeah.
DK and did he come? Also the fucking punching glove at the end where he had the fucking punch out. Punching glove was cool. We didn't mention that.
Yeah, DK with the glove. Yep.
I thought of if she is an Echo, they or even if she's like a full-fledged character and they wanted to like do a cinematic for her, but whichever way, she could save them like in the beginning. Like that's her game's plot. Donkey Kong Country 3 is her saving Donkey and Diddy, so that would like make sense.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
They were on a fishing trip. They were on the fucking river level. Man, you guys. I really hope Dixie, Shadow, and I keep seeing you wanted to do an Echo thing this week. I keep seeing people like Venom Snake and shit. No, especially with this fucking villain shit. Liquid Snake. Do Liquid Snake. They're literal clones of each other.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
It has to be fucking Liquid. Big Boss can be represented with the camos like he was before. Like we don't need that. We need Liquid. Liquid's the fucking man. He's the best other Snake.
Yeah, I was trying to pull together a list of, and we're gonna work on it over the next couple of weeks. We'll have. I see
Raiden too.
Yeah,
Raiden can be an Echo Assist trophy. Make him Greg Fox too. Like yeah. Raiden's too different to be. I mean, you could do it. Like it wouldn't be too hard.
Depends if it's MGS2 Raiden or is it Cyborg Raiden.
You could do that, but he's still a very different character, and I want to see Liquid. Liquid isn't represented much outside of 1 and kind of 4, but that's a fucking lore mess I don't want to get into.
It's a good play on clone. I'll give you that. Yeah, I'm hoping for a segment in the coming weeks where like we have a list that we've kind of decided on a community of like who is the best Echo Fighter choice for each character. And for some of them, god damn is it a stretch. But you know, playing off the rules that it's the same franchise, it's feasible, and yeah, you can mess with their moveset a little bit, but
it'd definitely be a fun topic to cover on a week that'd be slower. But this is not that fucking week.
It sure isn't. That's why I kind of wanted to get this whole "where are we now" with characters bit. My 3 that I think I'm gonna put down as my guess is possibly most likely. I'm gonna say Chorus Kids from Rhythm Heaven. If not him, Karate Joe. I think Rhythm Heaven would be some sort of bizarre WTF inclusion. And the moveset and all that.
I thought you meant Knuckle Joe. I was like, well, I wouldn't be mad.
No.
Be weird, but I wouldn't be upset.
I'll throw my hat in the ring for Isaac. I think Isaac's lack of inclusion has been suspicious, and I could see him being included.
They haven't shown him as an assist trophy either.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of missing from Wii U, so.
Especially if they're cooking up another Golden, which they should.
Yeah. So, I mean, his absence from Wii U makes you kind of wonder if there was some sort of rights thing, but I'm gonna throw my hat in there, and then I'm gonna say there's another third party inclusion. I'm gonna say Rayman. I think we got to get some Ubisoft representation with how close they've been working.
It'll be fucking Rapid Peach before Rayman, and that makes
No,
me mad.
fuck you.
Nah, man, it'll be you should.
I don't want it. She should be in his trophy. Though.
Yeah.
She's funny. I like her.
Though I should throw out, I mean, I was battling between Lloyd and Gino. And it does make me wonder, like, I almost wanted to throw like a Monster Hunter character on there, but that would make 3 Capcom characters.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 2 from Capcom, we have 2 from Sega, we have 2 from Konami.
We got 3 from Konami, kinda.
If you want to count Richter as the extra one there. But we right now have 1 from Square Enix, and we have 1 from Bandai Namco. And if they wanted newcomers to kind of even them up a little bit, Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia would be dope for Bandai Namco. And let's get Gino in there. I mean, you want to talk about all the ones that
Gino so bad.
you want to talk about all the ones he's borrowed for like the ideas and testing the grounds for the Mii Fighter costumes, the DLC. Yep. I mean, just look at that. That's some prime real estate there.
I saw a funny picture of Sakurai's death, and his scythe was assist trophies, and he just killed Zero and somebody else.
Yeah.
And he's knocking on Gino's door.
I'm not home. It was so good. My 3 most likely echoes. I gotta go Shadow. Like that's a no-brainer. I'm gonna go Ken. I would like Akuma, but I think Ken with the original player too, just like with clones, I think that's too easy for Sakurai to play on. And then Isabelle. Isabelle comes up a lot in these leaks. I feel like it's going to happen, and an echo of Villager makes too much sense instead of just a whole newcomer slot.
I didn't even think about this until like my girlfriend actually mentioned this, but and none of us said it, which is funny. But fucking Miss Pac-Man would be so easy.
Oh yeah,
give him some eyelashes and some lipstick. You don't even gotta fucking change his move.
That's the thing. Like you could make the case for every third party, whether it's Mega Man, do an X one. If you want to do Proto Man, fine. Do an X one.
X is weird because of the height.
A little bit.
It wouldn't be hard. Just slouch him like his fucking sprite. He's
Sure.
got bad posture in those first 3 games.
Yeah, that's true. You have, there's the Jean color for Bayonetta, but take that out, change it, and make Jean an Echo Fighter. Like that would be. Like, it would make a lot of sense there. So I wonder, like, do they set a trend and say, like, every third party gets an Echo? Does Cloud get Zack Fair?
Oh, yeah, Zack was the other one. I didn't that'd be fucking... Put in Zack's name. No, you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know Bayonetta has the Jean color, but, like, that could be subject to change. Like,
It should have been
set in
Rodon.
stone.
You guys talked about that last week.
Yeah,
it should have been Rodon.
it does. It really should have been. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So... That's things to talk about when we pull out our big list for that future topic. But thank you for the questions, Zenjestr. I know it didn't necessarily go in the direction you intended it to, but I wanted to kind of use it to get a sense of where we are. And that's really all we have to talk about. I know it's a beefy episode compared to the other ones we've done so far, but man, there's a lot to talk about. We got a month's worth of news in this direct, and we'll be going back to blog updates very soon. So...
A lot of my close friends are they're excited for Smash, but they don't want to talk about every little facet and detail and rule and shit. So I was really I've had a shitty week too. I don't want to go into it, but I've had a lot of fun talking with every little stupid detail with you guys, and I hope we supplied that for you guys, the listeners too. Because
yeah,
it's fun to be nerdy about this shit. It's Smash, and I'm fucking excited. I was just coming down to where like I was saying that. This game is like the only game where it just takes up all my mind space, and I was just like, okay, I can wait till December. I'm chilling out, and then this fucking direct happened, and it's the only thing on my brain again.
yeah, no, I hear you, and hopefully we did a good job, like condensing everything, because there were just so many talking points this week. That's the thing too. It's like theories and all sorts of ideas. I mean, spirits alone, like you just do a whole show on just speculating about that. But hopefully
Final Fantasy Spirits Within.
Yeah. It's just playing the movie when you press that button there.
Youko got such a big outline, and he bullet pointed everything himself, and I appreciate the shit out of you for that.
Oh,
but it's
thanks,
even
man.
funny, like you're like, hey, there's a lot to cover, a lot of little stuff. Last night, somebody in the Discord pointed out the fucking classic characters, like each had a title for their classic mode.
Yeah, no,
we didn't even catch that.
Yeah, so really appreciate the help over on the Discord community. If you want to go join in, of course, that's showmeyournews.com/Discord. Really appreciate all that help. You guys are great. And like all the help you've been providing with, we're trying to pull this Echo Fighters list together. I haven't seen any forum stuff. Do you think that'd be like a sure thing that Smashboards would have pulled together? Fuck no. Like, are you kidding? So let's kind of work on that over the next couple weeks, and we'll try to pull that together, and it'll be something we can be proud of as we start to speculate. Yeah, good stuff. Anything from you guys to wrap up?
No, I love you guys. This was a lot of fun.
I'm just glad we have an outlet for just talking our heads off about this.
I know. Fuck.
Yeah.
If no one listened to this, I'd still like want to talk to you guys every week about this.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks guys so much for listening. You can find Super on Twitter at Solharath. Tony is on Twitter at TonyTH_GHH. You can find me on Twitter at PeteSpeakEasy. For everyone, thanks so much for listening. With that, I am Youko. We're out. Show me your news.